See, yesterday we have started house banks and we have done up to step number 6, manual check updation. So here the check can be entered manually into check register. That is called manual check updation. Then we have 7th step, display check register. We can display the check register to see the details of the checks issued to different parties. Transaction code FCHEN. Display check register FCHEN. Paying company code is equal to 3366. House bank is equal to HSBC M. House bank is equal to HSBC M. Account ID HSBCC. Click on execute. So this is the check register. See, check number 101. This check number 101 was issued towards the payment document number 4,10,000, and this check was issued on the date 30th/11/2017. In which currency it was issued? US dollar. The amount paid is 50,000, and to whom you have paid? Ratna Enterprise Limited, Washington. So these are the details of the check we can maintain in the check register. So at the extreme right hand side of the screen, if you see, you can see the encashment date. Encashment date means the date on which the check was collected by the vendor, or the date on which the check was collected by the payee. That is called encashment date. So if you want, you can update this encashment date also. It is not mandatory. See, at the end of the month, we receive the bank statement. So from the bank statement, you can find out the dates on which the checks issued by you have been encashed. So if necessary and if you want, you can update the encashment date in the register. So how to do that? That is the next step. See, check encashment date update. Check encashment date updation. Transaction code FCH6. Paying company code is equal to 3366. House bank is equal to HSBC-M. Account ID HSBCC. Click on enter. Sorry, check number 101. Check number 101. Click on enter. See, encashment date is there. So let us say encashment date is 2/12/2017. Check encashment date is equal to 2/12/2017. Means the check has been issued on 30th/11/2017, but it was encashed on 2/12/2017. Click on save. Now see the material. Display, see the next line, not the next step, next line. Display check register FCHEN and see the check encashment date in the register. So you know how to display check register. That's why I did not give all the steps there again. So let us display the check register FCHEN. Paying company code 3366. House bank HSBC-M. Account ID HSBCC. Click on execute. See, on the right hand side, we can see the check encashment date updated. Now, see the next step, unused checks cancellation. Sometimes what happens is, due to mishandling of the checks, some checks are damaged. In that case, we cannot use the damaged checks for transactional purpose. In that case, those checks are to be cancelled. And the information of the checks cancelled should also be maintained in the check register. That is called unused checks cancellation. Transaction code FCH3. Paying company code is equal to 3366. House bank is equal to HSBCM. Account ID HSBCC. Check number is equal to 102. Check number is equal to 102. Then void reason code. Look at the screen, everybody. Void reason code. Void means the legal meaning of the void is making the instrument useless legally. That is called void. So void reason code means what is the reason for cancelling this check, and it's the mandatory field. So today we are cancelling the check. After some time you display, you know that this check was cancelled. But why? What is the reason? At that time you may want to know the reason for cancellation of check. That's why at the time of cancelling the check itself, it is mandatory to enter the void reason. And some of the void reasons have been created in the system. We can also define our own void reasons. For example, printed incorrectly, that's why I am cancelling. Destroyed or unusable, so I am cancelling. Stolen, I am cancelling. Incorrect lot inserted. Like that, these are the different reasons because of which the checks may have to be cancelled. In that case, and these are the reasons which are already defined in the system. And if necessary, we can also define our own void reasons. But how to define our own void reasons? I will show you in the next step, right? But for the time being, I am using 06. Just like that. Void reason code is equal to 06. Destroyed within brackets. Destroyed slash unusable. Destroyed slash unusable. Click on void. See, checks 102 to 102 have been voided. And see the next line. Display check register FCHEN and see the check cancellation details in the register. Again, you know how to display check register. Paying company code is equal to 3366. House bank is equal to HSBCM. Account ID HSBCC. Click on execute. See, check 102. Voided by Lakshman. What is the reason? Destroyed and unusable. This is how we can display the details of the checks issued, checks cancelled, checks used in the check register. And see the next step. Creation of void reason code. I told you, we can create our own void reasons. That step I am going to show you now. How to create our own void reason. So who will tell you what are the reasons in which the checks are cancelled? See, in the real-time projects, right, the FI consultant will collect lot of information from the client company, finance and accounts department. For that purpose, there are some standard questionnaires available. So these questionnaires are given to the employees and the employees have to answer them in a proper manner. So based on the answers he got from the questionnaires, he can find out the business process requirements. So as a process of that process, we ask them, what are the reasons in which you cancel your checks? What are the scenarios and situations in which you cancel your checks? This is the question asked by the consultant to the end users. Then the end users will list out all the situations wherein they are cancelled. And all these scenarios should be created as void reason codes, nothing else. Transaction code FCHV. See, these are the reasons which are already created, right? See, already 20 numbers have been used. So we have to use the any number after 21. 20. Click on new entries. Reason is equal to 21. Void reason code is equal to request for demand draft. Request for demand draft. Click on save. So if you have some other reasons, you can enter those numbers and you can enter the some other reasons here. Okay. Now, what is the request for demand draft? There is one business scenario. I will tell you one business scenario. Today, we have issued one check to the vendor towards the rent for $10,000. So he has taken the check to his office. But due to some reason, he is requesting us to issue the demand draft instead of the check. So we accept them because obviously he's a landlord, right? We accept him. So we take back the check already issued. We cancel that check. Before issuing the demand draft, we have to cancel the check, no? So at the time of cancelling that check, we have to enter this reason. Clear? So like that, there are many reasons wherein we may have to cancel the checks. So all these reasons are to be created as void reason codes here. Then here, now I am going to show you how to cancel issued checks. In the previous case, we have cancelled unused checks, but sometimes you may have to cancel issued checks. So you might have issued one check to the payee, to a third party, and before it is collected from the bank, you can cancel it. But once it is collected from the bank, you cannot cancel. So here, issued check cancellation means we have to have one check issued, no? So let us post the payment using the bank account. You know how to post the payment using bank account, right? Transaction code F-02. Document date is 1/12/2017. Type is SA. Company code 3366. Posting date 1/12/2017. Period 12. Currency USD. Posting key 40. Account is 4,300,000. Click on enter. Amount is 15,000. Business area 3366. Text being rent paid. Posting key 50. Account is 2 lakh.
Sir, wrong business area you have entered.
Yeah. Account is 2,101,000. Amount is asterisk. Business area 3366. Text plus. Click on save. So we have issued the check to the landlord for the rent payment. Now, see the step number 12. Update the check register FCH5. You know how to update again. So payment document number 5. This is the GL document. Paying company code 3366. Fiscal year 2017. House bank HSBCM. Account ID HSBC. Check number 103. Click on enter. Payee name is equal to Mr. X. City Washington. Country US. Now the question here is, yesterday when we are updating the check register with the vendor payment, system has taken payee name, country. But now when you have paid the payment, when you have paid the rent to vendor through check, and when you are trying to update the check register, we are entering payee name, city, country. Why so? Because yesterday for the vendor, we have maintained the master record. From the master record, the system has taken the number. But for the landlord, we did not maintain any master record. That's why it is asking us to enter the name, country, state, nothing else. Click on save. Now, issued checks cancellation. Now the business scenario is we have issued the check to vendor, we have issued the check to the landlord for the rent payment. So he has taken the check. Due to some reason, after going back to his office, he asked us to cancel the check and to issue the demand draft in that place. So before issuing the demand draft, first we have to cancel the check issued. No? So how to cancel the check issued? FCH8. Please remember, check is issued but not yet collected. Paying company code is equal to 3366. House bank is equal to HSBC-M. Account ID HSBC-C. Check number 103. Void reason code 21. Now look at the screen, please. Here, reversal reason is mandatory. Why the reversal reason again mandatory? Here, at the time of issuing the check, we have posted the entry, no, rent account at to bank. Now, when the check is cancelled, that entry has to be reversed, no? So in this case, the system automatically reverses the document which was posted for the check payment of rent. So that's why it is asking for the reversal reason. So you know where we have to create reversal reason. You have to go to the transaction code. There we have to create one reversal reason. See, for example, I have already shown you in the general ledger accounting where we can create our own reversal reasons. See, SPRO, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, business transactions, adjustment posting and reversal, define reasons for reversal. So in this particular screen, we create the reversal reasons. For example, 48 reasons have been created. Now I am taking 49. Click on new entries. Reason 49, text. Reversal for cancellation of check. Select negative posting. Select alternate posting date. Click on save. So you create this reason in this particular screen. Then that reason can be entered here. For example, reversal reason is equal to 49. Reversal for cancellation of the check. Write down, please. Reversal reason is equal to 49. Reversal for cancellation of the check within brackets. Click on cancel payment. Look at the screen. Payment for check 103 was cancelled. Reverse document number 6. So our server has corrupted in between, no? So I have done all the settings, basic settings in the general ledger. But in the general ledger, I did not perform all the functions like recurring documents and all these things. I have posted some number of transactions, that's it. That's why reverse document number is equal to 6. See the next step, next line. Display check register FCHEN and see the check cancellation details in the register. Paying company code 3366. House bank is equal to HSBC-M. Account ID HSBC-C. Click on execute. See, check 103. First, this was issued towards the payment document number 5. This is the payment date. The amount is 0 because it was negatively posted. Voided by Lakshman. What is the reason? Request for demand draft. So these are the different check management activities. All these activities are called check management activities. Now, correspondence and party statement of account. Correspondence and party statement of account means what? It's an account statement. So you have to send the account statement to the vendors and customers also. The account statement always contains the details of the postings with the vendor and customer. So if you want to generate the account statement to be sent to vendor, how it is to be done? So for that purpose, already one program was defined in the system. So we have to copy that program to our company code. That is the first step. Copy program to company code. Transaction code OB78. Select SAP06 account statement. So these are the
Hello.
yes, Srinivas.
Sir, once go to FCHN, sir.
Huh?
Sir, once go to FCHN, sir. Just now even.
Okay.
Sir, check register disk. Okay.
Yeah.
Not sir. Just now you have posted one rent account, na sir. Just now you are show. Yeah, sir. Here on document payment document number 410. Sir, rent is posted. Payment date today date only, na sir. There is mentioned 30/11/2017.
Sorry.
Hello. Sir, here payment document number date 30/11/2017 is there, na sir.
That is yesterday's document.
And today also you have posted one rent account, na sir.
That is the document number 5. Rent means GL document, no? GL
Okay.
document means system takes the number from SA type.
Okay. Okay.
Clear, no?
Sir, little bit doubt is there.
No. I am coming. I am coming to your doubt. See, others also, just observe it. What he is asking is, yesterday we have posted one document, right? Yesterday means 30/11/2017. Then the system has taken the document number 410. But now today we have paid one rent document. We have paid rent business transaction. When you have posted that rent payment, system has taken 5. Why? It is your doubt, right, Srinivas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly.
Exactly. See here, 410 is the vendor payment document. Vendor payment document type is KZ. So for KZ, we have defined the number ranges from 4,01,000 to 5 lakhs. That's why it has taken 4,10,000 document. But rent payment is not a vendor payment. It's an expense payment. Expense payment means GL document.
GL.
So what is the document type for the GL? What
Yes,
is the
sir.
document type for GL, Srinivas?
Yes, SCA, sir.
SCA. So for SCA, we have defined the number ranges 1 to 1 lakh. So already we have posted some 4 documents in general ledger, and this is the 5th document you have posted in the general ledger. So it has taken payment document number 5.
Clear.
Now copy the program to company code. So these are the different types of correspondences which were already defined in the system. Select SAP06 account statement. Click on copy as button. Company code is equal to 3366. Click on enter. Click on enter is not there, I think, in the material. Please add it. Click on enter and save. See the next step. Request for correspondence. FB12. Company code is equal to 3366. Click on enter. Double click on SAP06 account statement. Vendor is equal to 1,05,001. Postings from 1/11/2017 to 30th 11/2017. Here you can enter the period. For which period you want the system to print the account statement, that period you can enter here. I want the account statement to be printed for the month of November. Suppose if you want the system to print the account statement from the beginning of the accounting year, you enter 1/1/2017 to current date. Clear? And the same procedure can be used for printing the account statement for customer also. But here you enter customer number. That's it. Customer number means customer master record. So click on enter. Then maintain the correspondence. F.64. Correspondence is equal to SAP 06. Company code 3366. Click on execute. Keep the cursor on vendor number. Double click on vendor number. Ignore the message. Output device is equal to LP01. Output device means printer. So on which printer you want the system to print the account statement? LP01. Click on enter. See, company Ratna Enterprises Limited. Account statement from November 1st, 2017. This is the US format date. US format date. It is the system default format date. To November 30th, 2017. This is the document number, document date, transaction, currency, amount, clearing document number. Balance carried forward on 1st November 2017, 0. So as on 30th 11, how much you have to pay? Actually need not pay anything. So this many number of transactions you have posted, right? Now, tell me in this account statement, which one is the payment, which one is the invoice? How do you know? Can anybody answer me?
Based on document type, sir.
Exactly. You are right. So based on the document type, we can understand which line item is invoice and which line item is payment. KZ means payment, KR means invoice. You know, you are using SAP in your company. You know that KZ means payment, KR means invoice. No issues. You are sending this statement to the vendor. Vendor is a small company. He is not using SAP. He is using a small accounting package, let us say Tally. How does he know that which one is invoice, which one is payment? Of course, with the help of science also, he can understand which one is payment, which one is invoice. But it is a little bit inconvenient to him, no? So this format is not compatible for the client needs. The system defined format of the account statement is not compatible for the client needs. Here comes the role of ABAP consultant. Here, as a FI consultant, you design the format of the account statement as per the accounts department requirement. That format is given to ABAP consultant. Then the ABAP consultant will write a program incorporating that format into system. Then when you generate the account statement, the system will generate the account statement in that format only. This is called functional specifications. Clear? So here we don't know how to do programming, right? That's why I have shown you the account statement in system defined format, system standard defined format.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I am not able to clear this invoice.
These are the two payments. You cannot clear them.
Yes, right. I have paid, but It's showing in open item only. It's not showing in cleared items.
So you have paid excess. You have paid excess. That's why it is showing KZ. These are the two payments, right? So technically speaking, what you have to do is you have to post one invoice F-43 1/12/2017, posting key 31, account is 1,501. Click on enter. The amount is 4 lakhs. Business area 3366. Text being goods purchased. Posting key 40. The account is 2,120,000. Click on enter. The amount is asterisk. Business area 3366. Text plus. Click on save. Now if you go to FBL1N, see, there is a credit of 4 lakhs, there is a debit of 4 lakhs. So you can set up them in F-44. See, double click on all the line items. See, in order to clear the open items in the F-44, always the total of the debit line items should be equal to total of the credit line items. If you go to FBL1N now, there will not be any open items. That's how we can clear. Clear, Srinivas?
Yes, sir, clear. But how do you know? Like, I have made a overpayment, extra payment.
No, because there is payment documents are there. There is no invoices.
Yeah, right, sir.
That's why the assumption is you have done excess payment. See,
Okay, sir.
course is completed, right? Already you have done the payment
Yes,
of my fees. Again, you have transferred 10,000 to me. What does it mean? You have done the excess payment, right?
excess, the excess payment. Yes, sir.
So don't do that. I don't return. Please.
Okay.
Okay. So next topic is advance payments. This we will see tomorrow. In accounts payable, this advance payments is only the very tricky topic, right? I have to explain you at a stretch, right? So this we will start in tomorrow's class afresh. And tomorrow, if possible, I will take 2 hours class. Okay, please be prepared for that. I will take 2 hours class tomorrow if possible, but 1 hour is compulsory. But based upon my this thing, right, I will try to take 1 more hour tomorrow and day after tomorrow also. Anil, you have any questions? It is not yet covered, right? It will be coming later on in the future classes. And tables also will explain. Not only transport request, tables also will explain. I have to explain. And yesterday you said you have given me one message in WhatsApp that you have posted one question 3 times. IBAN means, what is IBAN number? Okay. See, he is asking this number. FI12. In FI12, you create the house banks, right? In the house banks, while creating the account IDs, you have this IBAN number. See, IBAN number stands for International Bank Account Number. International Bank Account Number, and sometimes it is also called BIC number, Bank Identification Code. IBAN stands for International Bank Account Number, and sometimes it is also called BIC number, BIC, Bank Identification Code. So this number is very similar to SWIFT code. The purpose of this IBAN number is to identify the bank, its branch, and its country in the international clearing transactions. So here we have the SWIFT code, right? We have the SWIFT code. Yesterday I told you that SWIFT code is also used to identify the bank, branch, and its country in the international clearing transactions. So the IBAN is also same. But why IBAN is separate and the SWIFT code is separate? In European countries, SWIFT code is not used. In European countries, IBAN number is used. So you cannot enter the SWIFT code there. If you are configuring for a client from Europe, right, from any of the European country, you cannot maintain SWIFT code. System cannot recognize that. Then we have to enter IBAN number, international bank account number. But in US and rest of the world, SWIFT code is used. That is the difference between IBAN and SWIFT code. Clear, Anil? Yeah. I'm sorry. Yesterday I did not notice your question. Chandrasekhar, you have any questions? Gadi? Any questions? Okay. So here, if you want to enter the IBAN number, you just click on this IBAN number, maintain IBAN. Then that IBAN number can be maintained here. Technically, it contains number of digits. Every digit have its own function. But that is not concerned with us. Then Khalid, you have any questions? Okay. Madhusudan? Okay. Good. Srinivas?
Sir, everything is clear, but before some days back, I have posted some questions, sir, and they
Yeah. I will look into that. Today I will look into that. Tough. Any questions, Mr.
No, sir.
Okay. Tejasvi? Okay. Okay, then see you tomorrow same time. And please remember, tomorrow, if possible, I will take 2 hours class.